Liverpool is full of history, buried deep below its streets. But some places haven't quite left the past behind. Beneath Derby Square, in the heart of the city, lies the Western Approaches bunker, once the nerve centre of Britain's naval command. During the Battle of the Atlantic, it was from here that orders were given to hunt the U-boats, protect the convoys to America, and sink the mighty Bismarck. Today, it's a museum, but for some who visit, the war never truly ended. One witness account. My name is David Henshaw. I visited the Western Approaches earlier this year. The moment I went down there, I knew something wasn't right. The air felt thick, stale, as if time is still trapped in those rooms. Our guide that day was a young German student. Odd choice really, considering what the bunker was built for. It was designed to fight his grandfather's navy. I remember thinking, maybe that's why the atmosphere felt uneasy. Maybe his presence stirred something up. In the operations room, I caught a smell of perfume, strong, old-fashioned, the kind you'd imagine from the 1940s. I turned to my mate. He smelt it too. There was no one near us. Later, I found out a woman had died there, right at her desk during the war. People still claim to see her, head bowed, still working. A few moments later, two visitors rushed past us, white as sheets, didn't say a word, just bolted for the exit. I'm certain they'd seen something. David goes on to say, in one of the viewing galleries, I saw a shadow move across the wall. It wasn't quick, it glided. I tried to copy it using the lights, but it didn't match. Whatever caused it wasn't us. After that, I couldn't shake the feeling we were being followed, not footsteps, just the sense that someone or something was behind us the whole time. Near the restroom, by the exit, the smell hit me, sulphur and tobacco, like a match had been struck. I turned around expecting to see someone, maybe a maintenance worker, but the corridor was empty. I walked over to the gift shop. When I mentioned it to the lady at the counter, she just smiled. Oh, it's constant, she said. Voices, things moving, lights going haywire. Sometimes they even see people walking the corridors who shouldn't be there. Orbs, blue flashing orbs, are seen floating room to room. Only a small section of the Western Approaches is open to the public. The rest remains sealed, miles of tunnels untouched since 1945. If that's what visitors experience in the open rooms, what's waiting in the ones still locked in the dark? Another witness account comes from a security guard. I work night security at the bunker. We only cover the main corridor and the control room. The rest is sealed. One night, the fire alarm triggered in the old radio room. When I went down, I saw the smell of cigarette smoke hanging in the air, proper strong, like someone had just lit up. Then I saw her, a woman in uniform, standing by a desk, pen in hand. When I called out, she turned towards me, but she vanished. There was nothing there after that, just cold air and the faint click of a typewriter. Another witness account comes from a tour guide. I've worked at the Western Approaches for 3 years. We hear footsteps when the place is empty. sometimes the sound of doors opening in the closed-off rooms. Last summer, during a school visit, one of the teachers asked me who the man in the naval uniform was, standing at the end of the corridor. I looked and there was nobody there. The last witness comes from a visitor. It was during a guided tour in March. I took a photo near the plotting table. When I checked later, there was a man standing behind me in the reflection of the glass case. He looked straight at the camera, but there was no one in the room when I took it. The Western Approaches bunker is one of Liverpool's most haunted sites. A time capsule sealed in the darkness, where history refuses to rest. Only a small section is open to the public. Miles of corridors still remain locked away, untouched since the 1940s. But if you ever visit and you smell perfume or the strike of a match, do not turn around too fast, because some of those who serve beneath Derby Square are still standing watch. I am Mr. Strange, and this has been another tale from Liverpool's haunted past.